Welcome back to Digi Bros, everybody.
Beer, 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 beer.
I'm,
Ching-changs.
I'm halfway through my second beer. I'm pretty drunk.
All right.
That's why Golden Monkey is my favorite beer.
Pretty beer. I remember some interesting, tiny things to say. I found a gender-neutral bathroom at ODU today.
Oh.
Thought that was pretty progressive. Beer, 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 beer. And, did you know in New Jersey it's illegal to pump your own gas? And so at all the gas stations, they have dudes that pump your gas for you.
I feel like I might have known that.
And it's super weird because you're driving through New Jersey, you get off the interstate to get gas, and then you just get funneled down a road directly into a gas station. Whoa. With 4 long lines of cars with dudes just walking up, filling gas, and then you can drive off into like the rest area, and it's just super fucking weird.
I don't know if it's illegal, but all the in the Philippines, most of the gas stations have people who do that.
Yeah,
I
and
think
it's
they
like,
do it for tips.
what the fuck is this? I was like, I better not have to fucking tip these people. Yeah, it's weird. Just a fun fact.
Shit. We both like took a break from speaking at the same time, so it's kind of awkward. I've got a pretzel in my mouth, and you stopped talking.
Why did you fucking start the episode and start eating a fucking pretzel, man? Why did you eat the pretzel and then start the episode?
I thought you were gonna keep talking, so I took a bite.
I don't have any stories to tell.
You're telling one.
You're eating a fucking pretzel. I said I had 2 fun facts, and that was it.
I only heard one fun fact.
The other one was the gender-neutral bathroom.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway,
that's it, man.
did I talk on this show about how I can't get drunk from Yinglings?
I don't know. Is there a story?
Not really.
All right, everyone, you heard it here first. Conrad can't get drunk from Yinglings. Very exciting.
I thought I told you this, but
I watched all of the show Marin, and that really is.
I was
just
gonna
like,
talk about the Yingling thing.
Fine,
but
talk about the fucking Yingling thing. Go.
It doesn't take long. So I got this 24-pack of Yingling a couple weeks ago. Maybe
Yeah, you
even
told me
almost
about
3
this.
weeks ago.
I don't think you talked about it on Digi Rose.
Okay. Well, we went grocery shopping, like 3 weeks ago, and I got this fucking 24-pack of Yingling. Yingling's a cheap, shitty beer. I don't like it. It doesn't have a lot of alcohol content. But as far as the cheap, shitty beers go, it's the best one. Like, it's better than, like, Rolling Rock or fucking PBR, right? So, I got this huge box of 24 bottles, thinking like I could share it with people if they want some or something, or I could just drink it all myself. Because I usually drink Yingling because of Jeff Burgess, my good friend. By the way, if you haven't seen, Jeff Burgess posted up a music video for a song Digital Boy, which I'm in. As a Let's Player. I play a Let's Player in his video. It's pretty fun. But anyway, Jeff Burgess loves Yingling as his, like, cheap beer of choice. So I drank it when he was here, and I was like, I got pretty drunk. But what I forgot was that I had also drank, like, half a bottle of wine before I drank the Yinglings. What I've learned is that Yinglings are great for maintaining drunkenness, but they're not good for achieving drunkenness. Because you have to drink a lot of Yingling before you can feel anything.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of alcohol content, and I'm not good at drinking like massive amounts of liquid because I don't know, I just have a small stomach. I've never been able to like down multiple bottles of something. So I've got all this fucking Yingling, and I keep trying to drink it and get drunk, and I can't get drunk. I literally cannot physically drink it fast enough to get drunk off of it.
Yeah.
So I've had like 14 fucking Yinglings in the span of 3 weeks and never been drunk from them. I'm drunker off of a bottle and a half of Golden Monkey than I was off of drinking 3 Yinglings in the same amount of time.
Jesus.
Yinglings are an embarrassment.
That's, pretty embarrassing, dog. Sounds like a negative experience.
Yes. All right. What were you going to say about Marin?
What?
You watched all of
I
Marin.
watched Marin. it kind of really is the better version of Louis.
Is that
it's not really trying to be the
Is
same
Marin
thing.
a Netflix original?
No, it's not. It's IFC or something. It's pretty great. I would definitely recommend it. Watched all 3 seasons. It was a bundle of fun. It was consistently funny, and I laughed all the time. It's not like Louis, where it's just depressing. It's like a similar character,
Right.
in the fact that they're
the reason
old and depressing and like.
I had recommended to you specifically because
Yeah.
Jesse had told me that it was like Louis but funny.
Yeah,
how
and
he
it's kind of
put
I wonder if you hadn't posed it to me as that, if I would have even compared it to Louis, because it's not really anything like that beyond like the general character. Even though Louis is not like an ex-addict or anything, like he's not quite as, doesn't have as much going on as
What was Marin
does.
addicted to? I don't even know that.
All
part.
kinds of shit. He was I think he was an alcoholic primarily, but so yeah, there's an aspect of it where he is a recovered addict of like 14 years he's been clean.
Alcohol, dirty balls, Pensacola, the Florida bars. So how does the show like explain how he got famous from his podcast? Like, why was his podcast so popular? Was he famous before that?
I mean, he was already a comedian before that.
Okay.
Like for his entire life, so.
I don't know much about Mark Maron. All I know is that he has the WTF podcast and Obama was
I would
on it. That's
definitely
about all
say watch Marin, because it's a great show.
I know. Okay.
It's 3 seasons that are funny the whole way, and I was actually like laughing and shit. And it does the same thing that a lot of these new comedy shows are doing, where it is deep and it does have emotional moments, but it never sacrifices comedy for that or makes you feel awkward or like depressed. Like, I never felt depressed watching it. It's a depressing show about a depressing guy, but it's fun the whole time, you know?
Right.
He fucks up and you're like, aw, man, you know? Not like, oh, this is making me, like, sad about life.
Yeah. I can't watch Louis.
Yeah.
It's just...
And Master of None with Aziz Ansari kind of did the same thing, where it's just like, when it's funny, it's funny, but then when it's sad, it's kind of like not funny enough. It's just kind of like not as fun anymore. But yeah, Louis certainly is just like not fun almost any other time. And that newest season, I never laughed. Like, there wasn't a single moment when I laughed. But then there were also no real moments where I felt any sort of profound emotional attachment to it, so it's just kind of like, what did I get out of this at all?
Yeah. You've also been watching Man Seeking Woman and saying that that's...
Oh yeah, that show's fucking awesome, but there's only 2 short seasons. That show was very clean. Definitely recommend. It's my style of show, start to finish.
That's
it's
the
hilarious.
Jay Baruchel show.
Yeah. Well, it's apparently based on books.
I see.
Yeah. So it's not like his comedian vision thing, but great show, absurdist. Everything's insane. The metaphors are awesome and spot on, and it's a bundle of fun.
Or like,
it's absurd. I don't know another way to describe it. That's how I've always heard it described. It's absurd.
I'm just trying to think of how I would explain.
Surreal? Absurd?
Surreal, that's the word.
Surrealist?
I think for. Yeah.
I would say it's surreal and absurd.
Absurd is where it's about how nothing means anything. And like trying to grapple with the lack of meaning inherent in the world. Or reconcile it against the fact that you have to search for meaning, you know?
Whoa!
I explained this in a Project Awesomeness episode, remember? Then you
Yes.
slapped me in the face and told me no.
The basic concept of absurdism. Anyways, yeah, it's
Yeah,
surreal. It's ridiculous. Everything, it basically takes, like, how you would describe a situation in an extreme way, and then it just is that. Where it's like, in the first episode, he goes on a date with a woman who, like, they're describing her as this disgusting troll thing, and then it is a disgusting troll thing, and it's like, it's always, you know, it is what it's described. That was an episode where he's interested in this girl, and it turns out she's dating Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's surrealism.
Yes.
Something I would describe as absurd would be Birdman, where the whole movie is about how everything, like, everyone's trying to, like, mean something. Like, they all want the stuff they're doing to mean something, but it really doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
That's absurdism.
Okay. So it's not absurdist. It's surrealist, I suppose.
Surreal humor. Analyzing.
And Eric Andre's fucking awesome in it. Hilarious.
Yeah, I want to see it mostly for Eric Andre.
Yes.
Making it.
the finale of season 2 is a lot of fun. It gets into like a whole arc, and then it ends with a great climax. Just when it's like mostly monster of the week, and then it gets a final arc, and you're like, whoa, cool.
Monster
it didn't
of
just
the
stick
week.
to that same formula and let it get stale. But would recommend. I don't know. Shit, what else was I saying? I don't know, man. I like shows.
Yeah.
The new episodes.
I love
new
stuff.
season of Bob's Burgers is fun.
Do you actually keep up with Bob's Burgers?
Yeah. I mean,
it
when
like-
they put it on Netflix, but Netflix is always behind.
Is Bob's Burgers like consistently good?
It's I mean, it's
Because
it's
I
always the same quality.
I watched season 1 back when it came out, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But then everything I've seen on Adult Swim, I kind of felt was just the exact same shit.
Yeah.
And, like-
it never gets worse, but it also never gets
Right.
better. It's just kind of always the same. So it's like, if you're in the mood for that, watch more Bob's Burgers and be like, I'm watching Bob's Burgers, but it's never gets
kinda like-
bigger than what it is.
It's kind of like Archer in that
Yes,
regard. Where
it's
Archer
always
is just
the
the exact
same.
same jokes every season. You're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. You always know what you're getting into, and you always get what you came for.
I believe that I was really excited for Bob's Burgers when it came out, but pretty much entirely because I love H. John Benjamin.
Yes.
I just
Dude,
really,
he's still great.
really love John Benjamin.
He's got the best voice.
I can't sit through his show, John Benjamin Has a Van. That show is intolerable, but he has an amazing voice. Did you ever watch any of John Benjamin Has a Van?
I don't think I did.
I would describe it as like, you know how Louis is about like awkward situations?
Yeah.
This is like if the main character was the guy making it awkward.
Uh-huh.
Like he's playing a gigantic piece of shit. Like I mean, you know how he usually plays characters who are kind of shitty, but usually have like a sympathetic side.
Yeah.
In this show, he does not have a and mind you, it's not like Louis or anything. It's like a sketch comedy kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he just plays like this guy who makes every situation as awkward and terrible as possible by just being like a total ass and like
Jesus.
yelling at people and shit.
Sounds completely
It's just-
indecent.
It's like you're watching, you're just like, oh my god, what are you doing, you fucking asshole? It was very awkward and very like nomedy, like non-comedy type thing, you know? It's like the joke is that it's not funny. It's the kind of comedy it is.
Yeah. Man. Everyone should go to Bandcamp, listen to Baby Ghosts. It's my favorite band right now. Buy their albums.
You
They're
are
cheap.
really into Baby
I'm really fucking into Baby Ghosts, man. They have a gimmick. It's ghosts, and they sing about ghosts, and it's fun. I love it.
I sent it to Endless Jess, and he thought it was amazing.
Awesome.
He's
Validation.
As he put it, he said, because it was like he listened to Shade's music. He was really into Shade's music. And the first one I had sent him was the song that was called like Ghosts of Whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I love ghost music. And I was like,
Yes.
oh yeah, I gotta show you
Baby Ghosts.
Baby Ghosts. And he was like, yeah. He was like, this
Awesome.
is instantly amazing. I doubt he's listened to it since.
I
But
see.
Jesse's not the kind of guy who you introduce him to a band and he remembers 5 minutes later.
Yeah. I'm bad with that, but I finally started like organizing myself and bookmarking things and downloading them immediately when I find them, so I don't keep forgetting about bands that I like.
I will say that I don't like all of Baby Ghost songs, but they have some great songs.
Yeah.
They have some songs that you're just like, yeah!
Yeah.
And then it's like...
Yes.
It's
I think you like pretty much all of their first album. But when I first
Well, I've
introduced you to
listened
them, I had it on shuffle with another album, which is like, I've listened, they had 3 albums and 1 EP, and now I've listened to them, and it's like, one of them is like slow songs, and another one I'm listening to, I haven't listened to all of it yet, but it's like, more like their first album, and so I was like, cool.
Baby Ghosts.
Baby Ghosts.
I've been planning to do a video for a while of the top 5 bands that no one's fucking heard of. Or not that no one's heard of, but no one talks about.
Yes.
Because people might have heard of them, but I never hear anybody talk about them. My current list would be, and this might just become a video, but like specifically, I want it to be 5 bands that not only did nobody talk about, but they all just disappeared. So, Black is the main one.
Yeah.
That me and you are both big fans of this band, Black, that existed for like a year in the mid-2000s, and completely disappeared off the face of the earth, and nobody ever talks about them. I have no idea if anyone's heard of Black. I'm pretty sure the only people who do know about them is because they did a Misfits cover that was really good.
Yeah.
Because we found out about them from Brandon Tolentino. I mean, he knew about them because of the Misfits cover of the song Skulls. Yeah. But they're an amazing band. You can chime in on this.
They're
listen
great.
to Black.
I like Black. I can't find their album again because I lost it.
Do you have any opinions about them?
I like them. It's more music with girl vocals, and I like that shit.
Well, what occurred to me when I was thinking about this is I can't think of a single band that sounds anything like Black.
Yeah, they're pretty unique.
And I realized that what it is like they're playing like pretty like simplistic bare bones like rock songs, but everything's tuned like a shoegaze song. Like the guitars are tuned to sound like a shoegaze song, but they're not playing shoegaze music. And then the girls' vocals are like Kimya Dawson level of like hipster, but like a young Kim, like a really young. Like Kimya Dawson sounds older, and this girl sounds like she's 18 or so when they recorded this. So, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound like anything. I've never heard a band that sounds like Black.
Try to find it if you can.
Yeah. All one word, Black.
Black.
They had 2 EPs, which I think were combined into one album. But yeah, the other ones are Pearls and Brass, who we both listen to and nobody else does.
Yes.
Even though their second album was released on a major label, it was reviewed in like a mainstream magazine, and no one listened to them at all. And you can find their music, like, compared to everyone else, it's funny, you cannot find Pearls and Brass anywhere on YouTube. They've got like 2 or 3 songs that are on YouTube, 2 or 3 really shitty live recordings.
Yeah.
But like, you can easily find them on Spotify. You can easily find them on Pandora. Like, all these, like, it's like, they're officially listed everywhere. Just no one fucking listens to them. And I don't understand why. They're so good. I don't get it. What happened?
I don't know.
The Telephone Projects, who just closed up shop last year, but they were a Bandcamp band that I love that no one listened to. And then the other 2 I had in mind were Subterranean Masquerade, who I don't know if you've ever listened to.
I have.
Yeah, like way
back in the day. Way back in the day.
And Ye Old Relic. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah, both bands that you've never heard anyone talk about but me.
Yes.
And those are 2 that I like found because I was going out of my way to find them. Because I used to, there was a time where, there's this website called Metal Archives that has like every metal band ever, and like people who are metal heads will say that like a band isn't really a metal band unless they're listed on Metal Archives. Like that's how you can tell what is metal and what is not. And you know, everything is defined by genres and stuff on there. So I was looking for all avant-garde metal bands, like just anything that was really weird and out there. And I just listened to everything that was tagged avant-garde metal, and I found like I know I found Subterranean Masquerade that way. I'm not sure if that's how I found Ye Old Relic, but both of them are bands that like made one album, completely disappeared, never got talked about. Pretty sure Ye Old Relic were like super young dudes when they put out their album too. They were all like 18.
Wow.
And
that's pretty young.
Yeah. and they had released it through the IGN forums.
What?
Like, the way that album was released was like the guy had literally just posted a download link to the album in a forum on IGN or something like that. I think it was IGN. It was one of those like gaming websites, but like it was, yeah, not even like any kind of professional release. And they had like a MySpace page, and that's all the info there was about the band. But what I loved about it, I don't know why I'm going into this, because I'm going to talk about this in this video. So forget it. Next time on Digi Bros.
Oh, God.